Throughout Premier League history, many players have joined clubs on free transfers. Among these players, there have been a few who really stood out for their clubs, and became the best bargain signings ever. These individuals helped their respective teams to silverware, garnered the praise of the supporters, and cemented their names in the club's history books. Gary McAllister was already 35 years old when Coventry City released him in 2000. He signed for Liverpool and quickly became an inspirational free signing, helping the Reds to 5 major trophies in a short 2-year stint at the club. At the age of 36, McAllister notably scored 1 goal and assisted 3 in Liverpool's title-winning UEFA Cup run. While the Leeds United legend spent only 2 years at the club, scoring just 9 goals in 87 games, McAllister's impact always came at the right time. Goals against Manchester United and Birmingham City gave Liverpool a Charity Shield win and a League Cup respectively. The then Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier called McAllister his most inspirational signing, and Liverpool fans couldn't agree more. Mathieu Flamini began his career at Marseille, but quickly jumped on a professional contract with Arsenal. After 4 years at Highbury, he saw his contract expire, and left for Milan where he enjoyed some success, winning the Serie A once. Following a 5-year sting with Milan, Flamini was up for a new challenge, having let his contract expire again. It was his notable set of consistent performances during his second spell at Arsenal that really gave the star legendary status with the Gooners. Spending just 3 seasons with the club the second time around, Flamini brought his high work rate and tenacity to the fore. He drove Arsenal ahead with some top-quality defensive displays. The defensive midfielder's work contributed towards reviving the team, and Arsenal picked up 2 back-to-back FA Cups, as well as a Community Shield win. After a generally notable 13-year career in the Austrian and German Bundesliga respectively, Cristian Fuchs casually joined Leicester City on a free transfer in 2015. But no one could have foreseen how historic the left-back's first season with the Foxes would be. Churning 77 tackles and 98 interceptions in the Premier League, Fuchs brilliantly aided Leicester City to their first ever Premier League title. Although he eventually dropped out of the first team slot due to Ben Chilwell's rise at left-back, Fuchs remained at the club. He eventually picked up another winner's medal too, when Leicester City beat Chelsea last season to pick up their first ever FA Cup win. Fuchs' contract with the Foxes recently expired, and the star has left for the USA, but his work in their 2015 Premier League title run will never be forgotten. JJ Okocha enjoyed a 4-year spell at Paris Saint-Germain. However, the stalwart Nigerian attacking playmaker ultimately decided to join Bolton, after his contract with the Parisians expired in 2002. Within months, Okocha quickly became Bolton's star player, helping the club steer clear of the relegation zone. Although he didn't win a trophy with Bolton, the legend became the captain and led the struggling side on a brilliant cup run that got them as far as the finals. His wage-influenced exit to Qatar might have been a dent in his image with the fans, but Okocha's brilliance in his 124 games for the club can't be easily ignored. Similar to his teammate Cristian Fuchs, Marc Albrighton's legacy at Leicester City was formed in his debut season with the club. He was released in 2014 from Aston Villa, where he struggled to keep up with the first team. Albrighton then joined the Foxes and began to excel towards the end of the season. Albrighton was part of Leicester's notable Great Escape, where the team won 7 of their last 9 games to stay in the Premier League. More notably, the star was a huge part of Leicester's Premier League title in 2016. Albrighton performed consistently for the Foxes alongside Jamie Vardy, Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante and Danny Drinkwater. The star has spent 8 seasons with the club so far, and was also instrumental in the Foxes' FA Cup win last season. Armed with a vision for the pass and an eye for goal from the midfield, Gus Poyet played 239 league games to become a Zaragoza legend in Spain. After his 7-year stint in La Liga, the star saw his contract expire and ended up joining Chelsea for free. Although Poyet had a rough first season due to injuries, the enigmatic midfielder quickly became a Blues favourite in his second season. He scored 14 goals to push Chelsea into third place in the league. Notably, Poyet also scored the winning goal against Real Madrid to help Chelsea secure the UEFA Super Cup. His record of 49 goals in just 145 appearances helped Chelsea to 4 trophies in the 4 seasons the star spent at the club. Chelsea eventually sold Gus Poyet to Tottenham for £2.2 million, a great return on their investment. Capable of playing in nearly every position, Ruud Gullit was the epitome of total football. Towards the end of his career, the legend signed for Chelsea on a free transfer from Sampdoria and quickly became an important defender for the club. This was a sharp contrast to the attacking wing-forward position he played while at Milan. However, Gullit was moved into midfield, where he excelled and propelled Chelsea to the FA Cup semi-final. Playing 48 games for the club, Ruud Gullit spent some time as a player-manager as well, one of the few to do so in the modern Premier League era. Although he was eventually let go from the managerial post, Gullit stayed at Chelsea for 3 seasons. He won the FA Cup as manager, and cemented his spot as one of the best free signings in Premier League history. After a high-powered 4 years in the French capital, Zlatan Ibrahimovic saw his contract through and joined Manchester United on a free transfer. That season quickly became an exciting period for the Red Devils, as their new man scored 28 goals in just 46 appearances. Not one to spend more than a few seasons at a club, Ibrahimovic quickly left for LA Galaxy, but not before winning silverware with Manchester United. During his very short stint at the club, the giant Swede won 3 cups with United, including the Europa League and the FA Cup. He was also nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 2016 after his brilliant performances for the Red Devils. Perhaps Ibrahimovic didn't stay long enough to become a club legend, but he certainly made a massive impact on the fans and the trophy cabinet. It's hard to believe James Milner has survived Liverpool's ups and downs, and is currently an important part of Jurgen Klopp's side. Joining the club in 2015 after a 5-year stint at Manchester City, Milner has gone on to make 225 appearances for Liverpool. Capable of playing in nearly every position behind the striker, the veteran has been key to the club's revitalisation under Klopp. No one thought he would still be at Anfield at age 35, but after playing several games already this season, it's unlikely he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Milner has celebrated 3 continental trophies, and a Premier League win over the last 6 years with the Reds. If Liverpool continue their brilliant series of performances, Milner might pick up another trophy in his 7th year with the club. In what was the biggest transfer swoop of 2001, Sol Campbell made the switch from Tottenham to Arsenal in a shock move that still upsets Spurs fans to this day. His contract expired, and although Tottenham had offered the star a greatly improved wage, Campbell moved to Arsenal instead. His reason was that the Gunners were more likely to compete for honours, and compete for honours they certainly did. While the star had spent 9 seasons with Spurs, they managed only 1 trophy, the League Cup. However, his shift to Arsenal saw Campbell add 6 trophies to his cabinet in just 5 years. His dedication and brilliant performances at Highbury elevated his status with the Gooners, and the Invincibles season of 2003-04 sealed that status in legendary form.